Hi everyone. In this lecture, we will discuss a real-world example of flowchart. Okay, just to make our understanding a little more better. So the question is: a bank is open till 6 p.m. and the banker needs to process requests from the customers. Okay, so requests can be of one of the four types: cash deposit, cash withdrawal, check deposit, and making a demand draft. So we want to draw the flowchart of a bank employee. Now, the bank employee can process one of these requests, but we also need to see that the customer can enter the bank if it is open. So, let us see how the flowchart would look like. So, if you want, you can spend 2 minutes to think and try to come up with a solution of your own. Otherwise, we have the solution and we will discuss this solution with you. Okay. So, the flowchart will start from the first step. The bank gets open in the morning, and in front of bank there is a queue, and the if that queue is empty, okay, and time is greater than 6 p.m., then we will close the bank. Otherwise, what we will do, we will try to extract customers from the queue. Okay, so if there are people which are standing in the queue, we will try to extract the customers, okay, from the queue. Now, if the bank is open, so suppose you come here and the bank is open. Now, there can be two possibilities: either the queue is empty or the queue is not empty. That means during the time that the bank is open. Okay, so we are coming here when time is less than 6 p.m. And now, if the queue is empty, then we will again go and check whether there are certain people that have entered the queue or not. If it is not the case, then we will extract a customer from the queue. So in the later on, when you will learn some more concepts about programming, you will learn about data structures. Okay, so data structures are nothing but they are the containers that store data. So queue is actually a data structure. So we are performing an operation that, okay, if the queue is empty or not. So if there is a person here, if there is a person here, if there is a person here, so these people ABC, they're waiting in the queue to get their work done at the bank. We'll remove the customer which is there at the front of the queue, and next step would be to read the request of this person. We will ask this person, what do you want to do? So that is denoted using this box, read request. Now once you have read the request, you have to make a decision to which counter this person will go. Okay, so there are, let's say, four different counters. One is A, one is B, one is C, one is D, which process these requests. Okay, so first we will check, is this request for a demand draft? If it is yes, we send this customer to counter A. If it is not, we check if it is a request for check deposit. If yes, we send this person to counter B. If not, we send this person to counter C. We check if it is for cash withdrawal. If yes, we send this to counter C. Otherwise, we check if it is cash deposit, we send it to D. If it is something else, okay, so maybe we have a miscellaneous helpline counter, so we send this person to that counter. Okay, so this is how the various requests of these persons would be processed. Now you may have separate flowcharts for each of these actions. Okay, so maybe there could be a flowchart starting from A. Okay, this is how you process the demand draft. So you may say, okay, A is a flowchart, read demand draft. Okay, and there may be some process to create a demand draft. Okay, or something like that, credit or debit the amount, whatever you want to do, and then maybe end or hand it over to the customer, whatever it could be. So there can be separate flowcharts for A, B, C, and D. So what you can do, so sometimes in a problem the flowchart can get quite big. So in that case, you denote the other part of the flowchart like we are doing in this case, starting from A till we exit. Okay, till we exit or we connect it to some other point. So what we are doing is we are making these circles. So these circles are known as connectors. Okay, they are known as connectors. So they're combining two different flowcharts, and there can be separate flowcharts for A, B, C, and D. So for now, we have to understand that this would be a high level overview of how a flowchart for a bank employee would look like. Okay, so bank employee would wait for customers in the queue. The queue would be there if the bank is open, and for that there is certain time. And yes, that's how the flowchart would look like. So I hope you have understood this flowchart, and that's all for this video.